Hey guys, Alpha Prime 88 back here with finally getting around to doing another review. I couldn't not review this guy. As you can see before you, it's Kingdom Cyclonus. One of my favourite characters from the 86 movie line. He's came in the Kingdom packaging, so we may get him in the 86 Studio Series line, maybe not. But either way, I'm quite happy with how this guy goes. So we'll just get into looking at the review itself. So first of all, we'll take a look at the packaging. So beautiful artwork there of Cyclonus. Got the Kingdom sign, 8+. It's a Voyager scale. I love the way the artwork just wraps around to the side here. And you can see his jet mode is up there. Round to the back. Just move him out of the way. So you have a picture of the jet mode and the robot mode on the back. 34 steps, and then you have a picture of that Kingdom artwork on the side. And if you haven't seen the Earthrise bit and stuff, Netflix show yet, there is Galvatron, and you get a few other little ones. There's Unicron and stuff. T-Rex Megatron in the background, Scorponok, which will be great to have a figure of him, Dinobot, and then Optimus and the team. You see Tigertron down here as well. So, and the golden disc. So anyone who's watched Beast Wars knows exactly what's going on there, or what it was anyway. In Beast Wars it might be different than this one. So that's it for the box itself. Inside the box you do get the instruction sheet, which is actually pretty good for Hasbro. And as I'll show you here, when it does get to harder sort of bits here, like with the legs, they actually sort of blow it up here and actually show you exactly what way to go. And again here, tabbing in the wings, it's showing you exactly where you're tabbing it. So the instructions are very good. You do get these little cards. So with him I got the Autobot Arc. And as everyone is showing you, if you peel off the little sticker bit, it shows you the future for it, so it's crashed. So on the actual front sticker bit, you have the Arc flying, and if you peel that off, then it's crashed into the mountain. And you also get his blaster. Now, there's no real paint work on it and stuff, but the sculpted detail is absolutely fantastic. It's actually molded in this purple and painted just all grey by the looks of it. As you can see there, the difference. But other than that, the sculpt work on it is absolutely fantastic. Absolutely perfect in my opinion. So that is his gun. And as far as weapon storage goes, you can plug it in up top. And there's also these ports on the bottom, so if you wanted to, you could have that look as well. So get the gun out of the way, and we'll take a look at the actual figure itself. And it's actually quite a sizable Voyager. A lot of the Voyagers lately have been quite small. You have got landing gear, the front here and on the back. So just fold that away now. And it's actually fairly stiff. You know, you've got like a ratchet nearly. And jet mode looks, in my opinion, near perfect, near enough masterpiece sort of quality. It looks beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Looks like it's come off the screen. Obviously, a few of the paint would be a bit different if it was the actual from the movie itself. It cleans up very well at the bottom. Not a lot of robot kibble underneath. Obviously, you can see his chest and his crotch piece here. The legs are here, the arms are down here. But in general, there's no big gaping holes right through him or anything, as it closes up very well at the top. Mine just won't seem to tab in completely here, and it's probably something I've missed. But that's just mine. Yours might be different. But other than that, beautiful, beautiful jet mode. You've got all these different bits picked out here. You have silver, you have your light purple, you have the darker purple, you have a red translucent windscreen. It would have been cool if they'd have had like a little Galvatron or something just in there. Would have been great. All this molded in details here. If you're any good with paint, you could pick all the stuff out in paint. You can see the back here, you've got your jet thrusters, and as you'll see now in transformation, like the way that they cover these over, so you don't actually see feet hanging out the back, mentioning a certain other robot such as Ironhide and Ratchet with feet hanging out the back. You've got all your thrusters, everything beautiful. Again, if you're anyway handy with paint and stuff, you could probably like paint on like, you know, grayed out damage and stuff for flame damage from the thrusters. But that is him in his jet mode. So let's get on to transformation. Just before we get on to transformation, we'll just look at some size comparisons. I've got a couple here. So there he is next to the New Kingdom Warpath, which is also a fantastic figure. Again, just excellent what they're doing with these. And here he is with Elita 1. I'm really liking the new Fembot molds. So that is him for size comparisons. We'll move on to transformation. So to start transforming this figure, we're going to untab his arms. And they are really secure in there. So you're going into this tab, into that slot in his forearm. Then what you want to do is you want to lift up on this hinge here. You want to pop them up out of your way best you can. Next, you're going to take this cockpit piece and you're going to untab it from the legs. Again, you can see that port there and the tab here. This will then free this up and you'll be able to rotate the cockpit piece round to there. Next, you're going to flip the back piece back, and then this chest piece is going to come forward also. So you've got this. Next, let's see if we can get it in shot. You're going to open this panel here and rotate in the nose of the jet. Close that back up. You're then going to open we can get it here. There we go. So that's actually tabbed in quite well. I'll show you it now. So you can see these little hook marks here, and then this little bit. So this actually tabs into there, and it's actually tabbed in very securely. So you want to roll or bring that down, and you want to fold this. As you can see, it's swinging around on this armature here. So you want this to rotate in. Just push the wheel bit up there. Then you want to close that all together again, and that collapses that. Next, we rotate that in like that, and you get your head revealed. Then you can go ahead and you can see these tabs here, go into these slots here. So that tabs your chest back on. Then you collapse the back piece there, and you can see these tabs are going to go in here and lock that upper torso bit together. So next, what you want to do is you want to rotate your arms down. You want to untab here. So you've got a tab here that goes into this port. You want to untab that. And then you want to bend the wing back. And you see this double sort of hinge here. You want to rotate this so the wing sits nicely, collapsed onto the back of his shoulder. Next, what you're going to do is you're going to rotate this wing flap up, which just shrinks. As I'll show you here, I'll compare the two. So you can see this smaller wing. So I'll just untab from here, rotate to the back, It'll just give you two sort of differences. You can have the shorter wing, or if you prefer having the bigger wing, you can just leave that out the way it is. So we'll just go back to this arm. So you're going to rotate it so that this wing bit is off to the side. You're going to lift up here, just push up in that thruster bit. And as you can see, there is like a V bit here. So you aren't able to actually rotate the fist out this way. It has to go anti-clockwise out. And then just push the fist back down. And that's one arm done. So we'll do the same just on the other side. So as I like to do, I like to flip this wing bit up, rotate at the bicep, push up on the thruster, rotate your fist out, bring it back down. And that's the arms done. Pretty much the upper body is all complete. So we're going to move on to the lower legs now. I'm going to separate the legs. You get a tab here, peg here, and on the back here you have that slot here and the tab here. So what you want to do with the legs is you want to extend them just to there, and again on this side just rock it out. And there we go. And you can extend them right out like this if you wanted a taller version of Cyclonus, as you can see there. But from the side profile then it's just a little off. So I'll show it off with a couple of scales. So what you want to do now is you want to open up this back panel. So this bit's in here, so you want to rotate it out first and lift up at the back panel, and then you bring the foot right out past here just to give you clearance. You rotate this back panel in and this clips in here, and you move the foot back into place. We'll do that again on this side. So first of all, you open this panel, open the back panel, rotate out the foot, hold it out. You want to close this panel in, close it into the back, and rotate the foot back. And that is Cyclonus in his robot mode. For articulation, you have a ball joint, I believe, on the head, so it can go round and round. You get the side tilt, you can do a full 360. On the arms can go up to there, full 360, bicep swivel, and 90-degree elbow joint. Get a wrist swivel, then on the hip, it's just down at the actual crotch piece here, you get a full sort of waist rotation. The legs, get the full range out that way, and they get a full range that way. And the knee can get you right round there, but again, you're breaking up a lot of the sculpt, so if you keep it in close, you get less than 90 degrees, but you can get a full range. But again, you're breaking up the sculpt. On the foot, you have got an ankle rocker. It goes out to there. You can bring the foot up that far, and it goes back that far. A little limited on going back, guys. So let's do a few size comparisons. Oh, and you can't put his gun on his hand, obviously. And he holds it quite nicely. I suppose if you really wanted to, if you had like the Seeker null rays, you could effectively plug them in up there if you wanted to do that. So now we'll get a few size comparisons in with them. And here's Cyclonus with Ironhide and Prowl from the Earthrise line, the 2-pack, which I was very fortunate to get. Amazon UK cancelled my order, but I sort of double ordered, so I had it ordered with Amazon US as well, and Amazon US came through in the end. So very happy with that. So as promised, I will extend Cyclonus's legs just to see that height difference. But to me, that there is perfect enough as is, as height difference. But let's extend his legs and see what difference it makes. And there he is with the legs extended. You see it does get that little bit, you're chatting probably about a centimetre sort of difference in height. To me, it's not that big of a difference for me to sort of break up the sculpt as such. It's grand looking at him from the front, but obviously from a side profile, you are going to get that terrible look around the legs. And like his knees are like exploding out from his leg. So let's get the final thoughts. So final thoughts on Kingdom Cyclonus. I think he is an amazing figure. In fact, these sort of figures, and whenever I get the Studio Series 86 line for Scourge and Hot Rod and stuff, it is seriously, I think, going to make me question whether to keep my masterpiece collection or to go with these guys, as they are not, like, near enough masterpiece quality. Not obviously die cast and heavy ratchets and stuff, but just their appearance, their looks, their sculpt work looks absolutely fantastic. There's nothing really I can say. Like, the transformation is quite complex, which I like about it. It's the fact that it gets from near enough a perfect jet mode into a perfect robot mode. There's no big gaps in the back. Okay, you have a little bit here, but the backs of the legs clean up. I love the transformation here to cover up the feet, so you don't just have feet hanging out. Like, I mean, they could have been lazy. They could have just done thrusters in the back. If you peg holes there, you know, they could have just done thrusters at the back, but the fact that it folds away, cleans up beautifully in the back. I mean, you've just got this here. It looks screen accurate. They've got light piping just for the eyes. And this all looks absolutely amazing. The fact that you have got your options with the wings, you know, you can have them the bigger bit, or you can have them up small, up to you. Face sculpt, I mean, that is Cyclonus. Obviously, maybe he's missing this little bit in some of the artwork and animation where he has the little goatee looking thing. But again, inside of the legs, nothing. All cleans up well. Arms, no gaps whatsoever. I mean, they really have, in my opinion, have upped their game massively. And I definitely am looking forward to the Scourge and Hot Rod and the 86 line and Cup and Blur and stuff. But Scourge, Cyclonus, I'm hoping they give us a really good Galvatron and a Rodimus Prime, because so far they really have, I think, in this line, have stepped up massively. So that's my review of Kingdom Cyclonus. I hope you like it. Go down there and give me a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, give me a subscribe. I think I'm 10 away from hitting the 100 mark, so it would be amazing to hit 100. I think even getting to 90 is pretty good for me. So until next time, guys, take care and stay safe.